Slowly it comes apart. As we take it apart, we're finding rust, but not rust in a bad sort of way. A lot of surface rust, and some rust in areas that we don't really see. And I would probably say this is bad rust right here. This is an actual rust hole. Now, that was like the hardtop sits right about there, and that's actually unique. We don't really see, I don't think I've ever seen rust in that area before in a Land Cruiser. And it looks like somebody smothered some bodywork up in there at some point in time, but there's a lot of surface rust throughout this whole truck. You can see all the rust here, the rust, and as we get into it, the floor area had a lot of carpet, and there's just a lot of debris here. But again, most of this is surface rust, and it's good that we got to it when we did, mainly because it will just get worse. Now, I'd imagine when we get to this tranny cover, we pull this back, we're going to see typically around the lip of the tranny cover you find rust. But it's nothing that can't be dealt with. It's not the kind of rust that's structural, but it does need to be sandblasted and taken out. And you can see, again, that's some rust, and it's the carpet kit in here didn't do it any favors as far as locking in the moisture. Same thing with a hardtop. You can see that the hardtop itself on the right here is just a lot of surface rust. Sandblasting will be very beneficial to it, but we're catching it at a good time because much further along, and this is going to completely bubble out, and it'll be a structural issue, and we'll have to fabricate. I think at this point it'll hold up to sandblasting. The perimeter is the same way. You can see a collection of what looks like dirt down there, but it's really rust on the perimeter that's rusted through once we flipped it upside down here. We're still excited about the truck. You know, there's also some rust right here where some body work is done at some point in time. But as we go forward, we're finding a little bit more rust than we maybe anticipated, but it's not a showstopper by any means. It just indicates that we have a little bit more fabrication to do, and we'll do that. So it's coming apart nicely.